So you know what makes me really impressed with the artists that we've been having on the show recently is that they're all self-taught. And Abisha Spence is on the list. She's here to show us some of her charcoal art pieces, and you were looking at some of them, and we have some here. Morning, welcome to Smile Jamaica.
Good morning, Neville.
I cannot understand. We mean self-taught. You just get up one day and just decide, say, no, say me I'll do something, and you just start. What does that mean?
Well, the long and short, yes, that's exactly what happened. Actually, I didn't know that I could do this, to be honest. It happened, and some call it fate, but it happened suddenly about a little bit over a year ago.
You started this a year ago?
Yes.
And
yes.
you never painted before that?
Before that, other than going to art class in high school, no.
So you saw someone do this with the charcoal and stuff?
Actually, no.
So why charcoal?
This was an experiment. Charcoal came as an experiment. This one was my first charcoal piece.
This one down there?
Yes.
Oh.
And I started with that, and I realized that I prefer using the charcoal instead of the pencil.
But you've started to explore something else.
Yes, yes. I've recently started to work with acrylic paints. So I'm doing some more work with the acrylic to see how.
Explain your first one. Can we go back to that one, Richard, please? Explain that first one. You said that was your first one?
Yes.
Where did that come from now?
That inspiration came from standpipe. I remember when I was a little girl, there was this one standpipe in the community that would just go there and waste the water. We're not thirsty.
Hold on, man. Waste the water. Water commission, I won't tell you where she live, you know.
All of us used to play there. We didn't go to the standpipe out of thirst. We went there out of playfulness. So that I wanted to bring back that with that.
I notice I'm seeing faces, I'm seeing people. So that's what you do. You don't do the landscape thing and the mountain. That's another one. Explain that one now.
So
this one is interesting.
This one is called Creator. And
is that the way it's supposed to be turned, by the way?
Yes, that is the correct way.
Yeah.
With this one, I put the woman as the creator in this piece. Okay. So if you notice that I've placed her in the sky, and the world is being created below her, that's the symbol of the lamb. Yep.
So you don't just decide to paint, you come up with an idea and you say, I'm going to put it on.
So I come up with an idea, thought, and emotion, and then I try to find symbols that can express that.
Does that happen naturally, or you get up Monday and say, you know, I have to go do two paintings today, or it happens naturally?
It happens naturally. So if I know, for example, I know that I want to do a new piece, I try to think about what am I feeling right now, or what is the story I want to tell. That's how Journey, that's the one right next to you.
This one right here?
Yes, that's how that one was created.
It's interesting because Benji knew what he was doing, which is not too often. And when he put it like this, somebody will say, no, man, it have to turn the other way.
No,
and
it's
the great
right
Benjamin Franklin said, no, see the sun up there.
Right.
So Benjamin is not too often him know way, mother, but he knew this morning. So explain this one.
So this one, the lower half represents whatever the status quo is, whatever you're told you're supposed to do. And whenever very few of us decide to break away from the status quo, is very hard. The first thing that you do is go through a little mini depression, and that's what the water symbolizes.
Okay.
The rock symbolizes the struggle that you go through after, and the top half represents the journey that you go.
So you have a whole story.
It's a whole story.
You don't just put it down and say, me like how that look. You explain everything. All right, couple over here now. Let that one on screen now. What? I can explain that one.
Go ahead.
You saw me at the river and you were thinking that, no, joke I'm making. Explain it to me.
So this one is Lust. And it's
Lust.
Yes.
All right.
It's a favorite. However,
it's your favorite?
No, actually, it's everybody's favorite. Journey is actually my favorite.
This one is your favorite?
Yes,
okay.
That is correct.
But
Lust, it represents my idea of the Cinderella story.
Okay,
So,
explain that a little more.
So the veins in his hand is very obvious, and the reason why I made it obvious is to match the root of the tree that is by the river, which I like to think that that's a tree that represents the tree of life. Now, the veins protruding in his hand represents the strength, the oneness, the commitment that he's ready to put into the relationship, and the fact that she is so into him, it represents the lust and the attention that most men want to receive in the relationship, and the fact that he's so into her represents the commitment and the monogamy that most women want. The water represents the rebirth or life being created in that moment. So
deep.
I put symbols in all of my pieces to tell a story.
No, you're a storyteller. Final one or two. What do I call this?
All right,
one,
so this is one.
But you have two different things in there.
Exactly. So here she's sleeping, and at the top is the dream that she's having.
Wow.
So I call this one coming because if you look at the time, coming. If you look at the time, you see that the new day is coming. And that's the time when the dreams start to get nice. It was
that
a very unusual
dream.
Yes, it always happens.
Oh.
4 o'clock in the morning is when I start, the sleep get really comfortable, the dream get really crazy, and then I have to wake up in the next 2 hours. So that's what this piece
fantastic. What have you done so far with the acrylic and canvas?
So far, I have done a lot of landscape pieces.
Oh, so you've gone from...
Yes, because I know that most people ask for landscape, so I'm trying to work on landscape.
This is what you do. This is your job.
This is my job.
Where do you sell your stuff if you do that?
Well, I have been working closely with Victoria Cole from the JMEA, as well as the TEF.
Okay.
And whenever there are shows, they would tell me, and I would show my work.
Ishetic art. Brilliant. Really, really great to see you. This is really good stuff. And I still can't figure out how nobody never teach it. And even now, you have not been told, well, you shouldn't do this that way and you shouldn't do that.
I have been trying to find a mentor just to ensure that I'm not doing anything incorrectly, but not yet. I'm still working on it.
Well, now you're going to get many, many mentors because the ideas, your storytelling skills are fantastic. And when you explain, I suspect I couldn't tell all of that by looking at the picture, but having explained, I guess I now know where it's coming from. Good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Great to meet you. Visual artist with Ishetic Art, Debisha Spence. Soon come. Stay with us.